Hello, Aqua again. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Direwolf 20 pack 1.7.10. I've got a couple of plans for today's episode. One thing I just want to show you first, I've changed things around a little bit with my Botania setup. I've got one full mana pool there, and it's getting fed all the way from up here by this Gaia mana spreader. So I don't know if I mentioned it last episode. I updated. I fought that Gaia spirit a couple of episodes ago. I actually fought 2 or 3 more of the guys. So I've got quite a few of them Gaia spirit shard things, whatever they're called. So I made some Gaia mana spreaders, and these chuck mana at a real good rate and at a really long distance. So I think your basic mana spreaders do like 6 or 8 blocks. I think the next one does about 20. This can actually go a couple of blocks further. I actually moved it down a couple just so I was making sure I hit it. But you can see how far a block goes by the if you fire it in the air. There we go. Right, can I spread it that way? I'm failing massively. There we go. So you should see a little point where, there we go. That's a point where that can no longer go. So that's its furthest distance. So as you can see, these guys have got a massive range. But that's very cool. And I've also changed things around a little bit. Let's just connect that back to there. So this one's just down here for when I want to get any more terra steel, if I need to get terra steel. What I should actually really do is I should have another beacon up there, because I've got plenty of stuff to make beacons. So you see that's just getting fed from that. And this is what I've changed a little bit around here. Just ignore that one. That one's empty now. Cool. I was just emptying that pool, and that was just an easy way, well, a slow way to do it. So this setup's the same up here, apart from I've just dropped these down to 2 thermal lilies each. So that's certainly enough to keep this portal. No, it's not. Okay, so 2 thermal lilies each is not enough to keep the portal open. That's good to know. So my portal is closed overnight because I didn't have enough thermal lilies on that. I pinched 2 because I've made this crazy contraption down here. So because the Gaia mana spreaders also have a lot bigger capacity within them, they can take 16. Well, they can take a lot more. Look, you can see there that they could be transferring a lot more. Well, certainly some more than what they are. They're transferring into this thing, which is called a mana distributor, and that puts mana into all 4 pools around it. So I made that off camera as well. Mana distributor. There we go, nice and simple. And that puts things into 4 pools around it. And then we've got these things on top. These are called sparks. So I just wanted to see how this works. I think I could actually get more thermals around these, but it's just fitting them in. As you can see, it's a little bit ugly, but I've got, what's that, 4, 8, 12, 6, 32 thermal lilies feeding them 4 pools there. I've got these things on top called sparks. These are really cool. Now, a spark is really simple. Blaze powder, couple of mana petals that have to be the same colour, and gold nuggets. Really cheap. And if you're watching my other series, you'll see I've started to use them in that. What I can do in this series though is I can make the next bit, which is something you need the Alphan portal for, because you need pixie dust, which is a mana pearl slung through the portal there. So until you get a portal, you cannot do these bits. But what I've done is I've created one of these augments. It's called a dominant augment. Mana steel, rune of fire, pixie dust, and that one is above this guy. So you can see there's a spark and there's a little symbol on it. If I right click with my wand here, the symbol will pop off. And if I right clicked again, the spark would actually pop off. But all I've got to do is click on there with the dominant symbol. And what that means is this spark is dominant over all them sparks. So if I was to, see that's a full pool. If I was to grab some quartz, and this has got my, I can never remember the name of it, begins with C underneath it. Conjuration catalyst. This has got my conjuration catalyst underneath it. So this is one that I can double my quartz with. So if I sling a load of quartz in here, and I'll just control queuing all that in there until I get a little X symbol. As you can see, I've got loads of mana in there. Because what's happening? Christ, it's gone too quick. What's happening is, if you look under here now, these sparks are sending all their mana up to that dominant spark really quick. So these mana pools are draining real quick, and even though I just made all that quartz, look at that, that pool's full again because it's fed from them. How cool's that? So as you can see, they've gone down. So it's not, it doesn't run forever, but I mean, that's just one of these. I could have several of these around, all feeding one dominant spark. So you could really get a lot of mana regen, well, a lot of mana potential in one pool. So as you can see, I have quartz for days. I might as well just fill that up, haven't I? Because it looks like I can. $62, $63, $64, 2 stacks. Yeah. It's really taking ages over it. You'll do for me. I have got a full barrel of quartz and a full barrel of glowstone dust. Excellent. And you can see how quick that guy's filling up. You can actually see it rising. In fact, they're probably quite low now because yeah, look at that, I've drained them out. So that was pretty much the capacity. And what was that? Was it 40 something stacks? So I've just got at least I think at least 16 stacks out of it. Right, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've got loads of stuff to do, haven't I? I've got the IC2 thing to start to get some sulfur that I want to get on with, but I'm not going to do that today. My system here is filling up with all kinds of stuff. I'm getting all this glowstone dust as well from, that's going to need a barrel soon, isn't it? That's from the witches I've got in here. I've got witches turned on in there, and I've got wither skeletons turned on in there. And I'm getting that much. The cows are turned off now because their stake's full. I'm getting that much that this is still actually going up. So look, last time I looked at it was about 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So with 2 spawners on, this is still generating more than it's using. So this is really going for it. Really cool. So from that I've got stuck in the wall. From that I have got, what have I got? I've had to get a barrel for sticks, a barrel for bottles. I don't know why, I could just bin them. Heads, brains. I'm binning string and spider eye now. I've got them set so that they have got a void thing on them, so they void any more than 256 stacks. Which I could probably set all my barrels up to be really. And nothing is getting left in there. As you can see really quickly, I'm up to 31 wither skeleton skulls. Probably going to need a barrel for sugar as well from the witches. The witches give you loads of stuff, but what I'm really after off them is redstone. I've got about a stack in the last about 10 minutes, so I'm getting redstone off the witches. So that is very cool. I like that a lot. What I'm going to do is, I mentioned last episode that the elevators are changing so you can have a multi-block. Well, for that I'm going to need miles more bases if I want to make all these multi-block. So I need, if you remember, that goes down about 14 blocks I think, because it's quite a high elevator. So I'm going to need loads and loads of elevator blocks, especially if I want to do all 1, 2, 3, 4. And I may put elevators, because there's one down that end. I may put one in here as well. So what I want to do is I want the ability to make loads more elevators. And to make elevators, you need these pneumatic cylinders and their best plant seeds, and they need rain plant seeds. Basically, I need a shit ton of seeds. So that is what I'm going to be aiming for this episode. Now, I've seen this done quite a few times by quite a few different people. I've got a slightly different take on it. Right, where's my light for a start? The update to carpenter's blocks that allowed you to make carpenter's blocks with glowstone on them. These, if I was to cover this block, it'd block the light source out. The carpenter's blocks one, if you cover the block that's got a glowstone on it, it doesn't seem to block the light source out, which I think is still even more amazing. So, bear that in mind. I like these. I like the painted ones. I like the carpenter ones better. So I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm going to wait until I get an update that's got that version of carpenter's blocks in to continue adding light into my base, just because it's a bit easier with the carpenter's blocks, especially when you need this much hidden lighting. So right, anyway, what I'm doing here, it's going to be a bit of a Steve's Factory Manager episode for the rest of the episode, which I do apologise for because I know a lot of people don't like watching it. 1, 2, 3. The way I've got this set up, I can't make anything even. It does my head in. Right, in fact, I was going to do one now, but I'm going to end up with 3 of these in total, because there's, I think, at least 3 different types I need. I'm starting off with a bit of blood magic here, and this is where I'm going to be doing it a little bit different to everyone else. Everyone I've seen that's done this has done it with bone meal. I am not doing it with bone meal. I am using blood magic to power this. So that actually means one lower, I think, but it's going to start getting in the way of this floor, so it's going to have to be one higher. Let me come over here a bit. Yeah, to see that my painted glowstone actually makes things a little bit awkward. Not massively, you know, it's not a massive pain, but I guess it's only a pain because I'm borderline OCD about stuff. I guess if I didn't have issues, I'd probably be fine with it. I'm not OCD. I have got OCD-like traits. That's it. A lot of people say that they've got OCD when they haven't. I have not got OCD, but I have got very OCD-like traits. I'm not diagnosable as OCD. I do not want full spring at all. What am I doing? I want green grove. So this is what normally people do. They use bone meal to grow the plants. What I'm using is a ritual of green grove. So there we go. That's active, and because we have got our awesome witch-powered altar over there, then I've got no worries about running out of LP ever. So what I've got in here is I've got some Steve's Factory Manager stuff set up. The basic thing for Steve's Factory Manager, and I promise I'll do this quick with a code bit, because I know a lot of people don't like watching it. So I think you'll like this though, so bear with me. So the first thing you need, Steve's Factory Manager, is of course the inventory managers, and I'm going to have 3 of them, because I say I'm going to set 3 of these up. The reason why I'm going to set 3 of these things up for the seeds is I believe the squids need water, and I believe the fire ones need netherrack. So I'm setting up a separate one for squid, a separate one for netherrack, and I think all the rest can go in one. I could set up all of them just for fun, and I might do eventually, because I've got to fill this factory with something, haven't I? So I might do that, but at the minute I'm just going to do that. Then you need factory inventory cable, which I've already got a load of, but I'll have 8 more just so I can get the pattern in there. And then what I'm going to need is, for this build, I need 3 item valves. 1, 2, 3. I need 1. I'm doing 3. Yeah. And so I need 1 block detector. I don't want to confuse things by keeping saying 3. I need 1 block gate. That's all I need. Cool. And that's, I believe, everything I need. Why have I got 2 pistons left? Because I wanted 5 of them. Why did I want 5 of them? Oh, no, I know why, because I'm going to do the living stone and living wood as well, but I'm going to do that off camera. So, basically what I want around here is, tell you what, I'll do one at a time, just so it doesn't confuse things, because it's really quite straightforward. So what I'm going to do around here is, first of all, I'm going to put some inventory cable around. Bosh, 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 bosh. And then I want a bit of dirt. So like I said, the other 2 I make, instead of this dirt block, one of them will have a water block, and one of them will have a netherite block, because the fire seeds set fire to stuff. And then I want around here the block detector, item valve, and block gate. Wonderful. And then on the front of here, I'm going to have a machine inventory manager. And then in next to this, I'm going to want a strongbox. I was going for a basic strongbox. I might change this to, I don't know what I'll change it to. I might change it to a barrel. Yeah, I'll probably change it to a barrel with seeds in it. Then I can have 1 for each. So now I need some seeds. So I'm going to go with rain plant seeds to start with, even though I've got a few of them. I should really use a barrel, yeah. Let me get a barrel. Screw it. I'll have a barrel for each. Why not? I've got barrels everywhere. Barrels coming out my ears. And then in there, I want my rain plant seeds. Cool. So really simple. I'll tell you what. I'll get it all laid out and I'll talk you through it. Okay then, I am back, and I've run into a couple of issues. One is this didn't seem to want to work in the dark, although, and it's been a little bit janky, if I'm being honest. Is that because it's not going to grow in the night because it's night time? Or that looks fully grown, but let's have a look. So things aren't perfect as they might be. There's a bit of teething issues. Yeah, it was because that was not growing. Okay, so the rain plant one seems to be working fine. That was started off as a stack of 64, so it's up to 264, 264 and 29 in the time it took me to make them two. So I moved it upstairs. This is going to have a glass roof, so it's going to have daylight. Looks like the rain plant one only grows in the daylight. I'm not sure about the other one, so I moved them all up here anyway. The squid one's been a bit weird. The squid one is not always, it's not behaving. It's not behaving the best. And the fire one's working fine. So there you go, and that one seems to work at night as well, doesn't it? There is a couple of issues I might have with this. One, if there's any stray seeds there, that's going to build up, and two, I don't think it's going to stop when the barrels are full. So I'm going to have to keep a bit of an eye on it. Anyway, I'll talk you through it. I got most of this information off a video by a guy called Gaming on Caffeine. So he covered it in Minecraft Crash Landing Part 34. So I just did a YouTube search for pneumaticcraft seed automation, and his was the clearest to understand. There's quite a few on there, different ones. If you may find some easy to understand than others, but everyone I've seen has used bone meal rather than the blood magic. I think the blood magic makes it a bit easier. So all you've got is we've got a trigger. You set this to 2 seconds. It's normally set to 1 because if you set it to 1 second, it'll just keep spitting them out. It needs 2 seconds for the plant for the seed to take on the ground there. Yeah, and then we have a condition here, really straightforward. Just saying the block gate detects what's in front of it as a inventory. So basically all we're saying to the block gate, do you to the west have a rain plant seed? And we've set to fuzzy, so that could be any of the peneumaticcraft seeds. That's saying basically to the west of you. So there's a block gate. It's saying in this space to the west of you, is there a seed of any kind and of any growth rate? And if there's not, then we're saying take a seed from the barrel and specifying one seed. So take one seed, again we put that to fuzzy, take one seed from the barrel and then use the item valve, which is the one on the other side. So that's set to east instead of west, and that's blacklisted. Set the item valve to throw it out. So that's that first line there. My first line of 4 commands is basically check if there's a seed there. If there's not, get one from the barrel and throw it out the item valve, and then the seed will tick. So that's that bit. And then this bit, I don't know why I've got that whitelisted empty bit there. I don't think I need any. Well, I certainly don't because it's working, but this is a little bit different. What we've got here is we've got this set up to, instead of an on interval like your normal triggers are, this is set to a block update detector. We've selected the block update, the block detector, which is a block behind it there. So that one's facing north. We've set the block detector. We've selected it, shall I say. That's just on its normal 1 second. We're selecting north. And what we've got to do here is set these to 13. That's its growth state before it does its final bear. So the squid plant, for example, will chuck a squid out when it gets to 15. At 13, that's maybe my issue with some of this. Is maybe I don't know if it covers every growth stage, because the sigil of the ritual of the green grows pretty quick in it. I wonder if it skips some. I don't know. So, well, anyway. So what we're saying there, north, yeah. And that metadata there is 13. So that's a plant when it's fully grown. I don't think the rain one's pop anything out anyway, but there it's mature, but it's not gone into its last stage. I'll show you what I mean with that here. You see, if I just turn this one back on, this worked for a bit, then it decided to get all wonky on me. So there, it's throwing a seed out. I've set this one to 3 second delay because the seed bobs are under the water a bit. And then it'll get to mature. So there it's mature. And then that one spat a squid out, so it's gone beyond mature. I've got a squid, so I may have to set that one a little bit different because I don't want it to give me squids, I want it to give me seeds. So, and then that one, yeah, that worked at first. It worked for a little bit, then it stopped. So this either go beyond mature, if you know what I mean. That's I thought I turned you off. Have I turned you off? I have turned you off. I've got an extra like 10 seeds. I started off with a stack of each, so I've got an extra 10 seeds in that. So yeah, that's what your block update detector is detecting there. It's detecting that meta value. So it's mature but not fully grown, if you know what I mean. And then we don't have to do anything with that. And then I was saying, if we do detect one that's 13, the input there is the block gate. So again, it's to the west of the block gate. And this time we're detecting just any rain plant seed again. And the output is to the barrel. So it's basically that side is saying, if this block detects any block in front of it with a meta value of 13, then the block gate is going to suck it up and put it in the barrel. So there you go, there's your two things. This puts the seed down, this pulls a plant with metadata of 13 up. So as you can see, the time I've been studying, I've got automated pneumaticraft seeds. And what's also quite interesting is, after last episode, well, after the episode where I made the speed upgrades, I said it didn't have a slot, it didn't say you could put speed upgrades in here. It turns out you can, so I've put 10 in. Thank you, James, for telling me that in a comment. And if you remember how slow this was, if we look at this now, rain plant seeds, bam, and then there we go. There's that 64 rain plant seeds, and it's run out of air. So what that does, it kicks my pressure right back, but then it fills back up again pretty quick. Come on, where are you? Your last ones. Oh, that can't mean 64 there. Okay, so it did do 64. So that is how quick it's making them. So that's really nice. And what I can do with that then is, when we get an update that gives me the multi-block elevators, I'm ready to go. How does that sound? Excellent. The same update, by the way, I was talking to the RE yesterday on Resident Raz. The same update, I believe, makes it so you can set the pressure on this using a PCB. So this item, the printed circuit board, currently, as far as I understand it, you have to set this using vanilla redstone strength, which is a bit messy. So I've got the threshold there, but it seems to be working alright, so I don't want to touch anything. But in the version we've got on RR, which is newer, because obviously we're experimental on there, then I believe you can set that with a PCB, so you can set it to like 4.9 or 5. I think the RR's elevator is set to 4.5. So there we go, excellent. And this craft's really quick as well now. I'll make some more of them just to show you. They're just one of them, aren't they? Oh man, look how much I'm getting glowstone in there, and nothing like a glowstone barrel. So this video is getting recorded before the last one's gone out, so I've not got any feedback about me saying I'm not going to do AE on this season. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of showing that you can actually still do a quite advanced sorting system without using AE, because Ender.io gives you that option. Then again, I should be getting into AE because it's really awesome and I am really dragging my feet with it. But yeah, let me know what you think. So if I bang that quartz block in there, you should see beep beep. That's laser in it, and boop boop. There we go. That's how quick that is now, because that's got its 10 speed upgrades in. So everything is fine and dandy, and I've got some of them tiles that I can rate stuff on. Hello world, which anyone who's done any kind of coding will be familiar with. Cool. I'll just show you quickly the reactor. It's currently running. Oh, cool. It's currently running. As you see, since I turned this on yesterday, we've gone through quite a bit. Oh, this might be becoming an issue. In fact, there's what we've gone through. We've gone through a stack and a bit. So I do actually need to add on another thing to get rid of that. And I should really pipe this into my system in there, so I'll get that sorted as well. Yeah, that has actually gone quicker than I thought it would. So I've not actually got anything planned for the rest of the episode. So I'm going to take a cut and work out what to do next. I can't go too close to these when my magnetism ring on, because it makes a mess of it all. But that seems to be working, and that does, and that one's been a douche. So I'm going to have a quick look on the internet and see if there's other people have had issues with squid ones, and see what they did to solve the problem. And if I can find anything out, I shall let you know. Okay then, we're about 25 minutes in, so I'm going to get making a start on IC2 stuff, and we'll see how far we get. We'll see how far we get. First thing I think I'm going to need for IC2 is, we are going to need the ability to make plates. It's been a while since I've done IC2. Let's make iron plates, so for that I need a forge hammer, so that's pretty straightforward. That's just sticks and iron, so that's going to give me a forge hammer, wonderful. And then, what we can do is we can make iron plates with a forge hammer. And I want to get a stack of them, why not? Well, 59 of them. And in fact, let me make that an even stack, because I want to need some iron for other stuff as well. So 59. There you go. We've got a nice even stack of them. Might not need them all, but never mind. You see, my forge hammer's lost most of its use. And then I'm going to start with an iron furnace, and I'm going to make a geothermal generator. So that needs 8 cobble. Let's quickly grab 8 cobble. And let's have a quick look up there, see how that's doing. It's been about 10 minutes. I've found a couple of people saying they have issues with squid, but I'm not seeing anything that's going to sort the issue out yet, so I'll have a look at that later. That's up to 4 1/4 stacks. That's doing alright. How's the fire one doing? Fire one is 3 1/2, just over. Excellent. Right, let's quickly make that into a furnace. Bam. And then we can make a iron furnace. Cool, so I've got a way of getting power. The next thing we're going to want, of course, is the extractor itself. I'm going to make a lava generator just so I don't have to keep burning coal in this iron furnace, but you'll see why I can't make that just yet. So that's what the bits we need for there. So basic machine casing is pretty straightforward. That's just 8 of them in a circle. Wonderful. So there's the basic machines casing, and then these tree taps are also pretty basic. I've got some wood there, so let's have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the other thing we need is an electronic circuit. Now I want to be able to make these anyway, because I want to be making advanced information panels for nuclear control. So for that we're going to have to look at the insulated copper. For that I need rubber bar. Okay, so I need to cook some rubber bar up. I need copper cables. So for that I need cutters, and cutters we can make like that, and that's why I needed some more iron. So there we go, I've got a cutter. So let's make ourselves oh, I haven't done. Have I made any? Oh, I need to make them into plates first, okay. So let's destroy my hammer. That's got a 16. And then let's make that into them guys. There we go, 34 copper cables. So that's a start. What I need to do is cook up a stack of rubber then. So I'll get that cooked up and I'll be back in a sec. There we go, I've got me some rubber. I should be able to make these into the insulated copper cables with that rubber. There we go. So I made a full stack of them. Let's let's have a stack of them. Why not? I've got a stack of them. I need some of them, I think, if I want to make the geothermal, so I'll leave them as 64 of them for now. So now I can... What do I want to keep on here? I want to keep you. I want to keep you. I want to keep you. You. So that can go and that can go. Okay. So I'm going to want to keep this recipe in here, certainly. So we'll make as many of them as we can, because I say I'm going to be using some of them anyway. So I can make 10 of them. Okay. I want to keep you. And now I should be able to make an extractor. Wonderful, there we go. And I think I should be able to power it off that. I may be wrong. Let's find out if anything explodes. So I'll use a stack of my precious coal, and IC2 can go up here on its own. And I'm going to want a barrel for the sulfur. Let's make another barrel. I'll just make barrels as I need them, you see. So you can have pride of place down here, young sir. Extractor, go there. I'm not sure what input and output we can do on this, so we'll have to see. Are you gonna give him power if he's next to you? Is that how this even works? That's just a furnace, isn't it? I need an electric furnace, don't I? I need an electric furnace, I'm sure I do. Okay then, don't know what the hell I was thinking making a furnace to power something. It is of course a generator that I needed, so I'll quickly throw one of them together. It turned out I needed the iron furnace anyway. Combine that with some iron plates and an RE battery. It's the first time we've seen that guy. RE battery uses tin instead of iron. The insulated tin cable is real simple, same as the copper, and these item casings are just a plate used with a hammer again, so that's real straightforward. So I have now got a generator, wonderful. And I seem to have lost my coal. Wonder where that went. No idea. Lost a stack of coal. Meh. So there we go. Let's stick a stack of coal in that guy. Are you creating power? You are creating power. Cool. So now I noticed on this I can put in a ejector upgrade. So I'm going to make one of them. Ejector upgrade. Let's have a look at this guy. 2 cables, 2 pistons, a circuit and a hopper. Nice and easy. So we'll put that on this guy, and hopefully that means he should output to the barrel. Let's see. And it's to input, so I made a hopper for input as well, and I'm going to put that. Used to be always on top, didn't they? The IC2 stuff, so I'm guessing it might still be on the top. And there we go. We are extracting gunpowder, and will we get a sulfur in there, or will it stay in there? Who knows? Huh, well, don't know where that's going. Must be going somewhere. Oops. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, it's going back up into the hopper. Alright, that's interesting. I think I'll take the ejector upgrade out of that, and I'll just use a bit of... Can I wrench it? Oh, it's dangerous, isn't it? Let's, might blow this up here. Let's tap that with a wrench. Ah, you son of a bitch. It's always a fucking mystery, isn't it? And I seem to have lost what was in it doing that. So that's worth knowing, isn't it? So I've lost the ejector upgrade anyway. Let me see if I can interact with this with a bit of item conduit, because you know, Ender IO works right. Always active, and oops, insert. Yay, there we go. That's easy enough, isn't it? So there we go. I've got automated sulfur, albeit it's using coal at the minute. I probably will upgrade to a geothermal, because if you remember, I have got a lava source that I was using just for making obsidian, so I might as well expand on that and make a geothermal. But I'll get the stuff prepared for that. I might even do that off camera, because that's pretty basic stuff. Oops, I've already done that once, haven't I? Geothermal, what do we need for that? So empty cells, iron casing's the same, generator's the same, we've got one there, glass is the same. Empty cells take a little bit more. For that I believe I need a metal former. So we extract tin plates, and a metal former is requiring this stuff. So we've done that. The coils just for them copper cables around iron, that's easy enough. And the toolboxes are just bronze item casings on a chest. So bronze, easy enough in it. So I'll probably get the metal former made. I'll probably upgrade this to a geothermal between episodes. But there it is. We have got now a means of, let's take 7 of them, And what else do we need for pyrotheum? Blaze powder, redstone and coal. Should be in there, yep. 7 of them. 7 of them. And 7 of them. And I've got a source of pyrotheum dust. Cool, everything is rosy in the world. One more thing I did just off camera really quick. When I went to get the resonant chest to, because it had all that gunpowder in here, I just quickly wired this up to my system here. So all I've done is I've set that to yellow, input off yellow. So that's inserting on the yellow channel. And this is just exporting on the normal channel, on the normal green. So that's literally all I've done there. I don't, even though I use literally correct then, I don't like using it because people use it too much and they use it wrongly. And on the back of here, so that green is inputting the waste stuff into that barrel. And the output there, I've just made that into an in-out. I love the way you can do in-out separate channels, so that's going in on green and it's going out on yellow. So that is what's putting the yellorium into a reactor. So we've automated the fuel in the reactor as well. Excellent. I'm going to wrap up there. Thank you as always for watching. I hope the episode was entertaining. Let's have a quick look how much of this stuff we've got. 7 stacks. Cool. And 3 stacks. Have you stopped? Looks like that stopped. It's a little bit wonky. Oops. Oh, come on, how far away can I reach? Looks like it started again. Right, thank you as always for watching. I appreciate all your views, I appreciate all your comments. I will try and get back to replying to comments quicker and more often than I'm doing at the minute, and sometimes I'm not getting around to it. But yeah, thank you very much. Keep the comments coming. I appreciate all the likes, I appreciate the new subs. You guys are the reason why I do this, and it makes Minecraft a lot more fun for me, so thank you very much for increasing my fun. I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye.